Hi everyone. So I wanted to record a video to show you the process of how to answer a word problem that requires systems of equations. So solving word problems is a little bit different than just a regular find the solution to the system of equations, since a word problem is going to expect you to interpret your solution and kind of formulate your answer based off the solution. So it doesn't just want the intersection point, it really wants kind of a full fleshed out answer. So we're going to take this question number 2 that you all would have already attempted. So here Tanya wants to take yoga classes and she has two choices. Option 1 offers yoga classes for $8 per class, and option 2 offers yoga classes for $5 each, so that's per class, with a $30 membership fee. Help Tanya decide which option to choose. So we start off, as we usually do, finding the equation that represents our option 1 and our option 2. So option 1 offers yoga classes for $8 per class. So y, which is going to be your cost, is equal to 8 times the number of classes. So x is number of classes. Okay, and then for option 2, we have the classes are $5 each with a $30 membership fee. So again, y, which is our cost, $5 per number of classes plus $30. $30 is your initial value. Since you only pay it once, you don't have to pay that per class. You have to pay $5 per class and then the $30 flat fee. Okay, so now we have our two equations that represent each option. You could find the intersection point using the graph, which all of you should have done. But I did ask you to go back and resolve all of these using the systems of equations method. So we're going to use comparison. And I'll drop in a little picture of the steps. So here's step 1. Ensure that both equations are in the form y equals ax plus b. These both look good. They're both in the form y equals ax plus b. So we're good for step 1. Step 2, make both ax plus b parts equal to each other. So we have, this is the ax plus b part for option 1. This is the ax plus b part for option 2. So step 2, we're making 8x equal to 5x plus 30. Step 2 is done. Step 3, solve for x. So now we have an equation with only x, and we can solve that. So we're going to start by putting all our x's onto the left side, which means I need to make a 0 here. So I have to get rid of that 5x. I'm going to do that by subtracting it. What I do to the right side, I have to do to the left side. So I'm subtracting that 5x as well. I'm left with 3x equals 30. We don't want 3 x's, we just want 1. So we're going to divide that by 3. Now we have x equals 10. We have done step 3. We've solved for x. Okay. Step 4, plug the value of x back into either of the original equations and solve for y. So it doesn't matter which one we pick here, we just have to pick one of them. I'm going to pick option 1 because it's easiest to deal with. So step 4, y equals 8 times 10, and that's going to give us $80. And number 5, write your answer as a coordinate. So number 5, our intersection point, or our answer, is 10 classes for $80 is when the two options are the same. highlight that, when the two options are the same. Okay, so now we've done our system of equations. We've done kind of our comparison method. Now we need to kind of use this answer to answer the question, right? So this question isn't asking us at what number of classes and for how much money is option 1 the same as option 2. You're being asked to help Tanya decide which option to choose, but that answer largely depends on Tanya. It depends what she wants. So we kind of have to look at all the cases. So we know that they're the same at 10 classes. So the first part of our answer is, well, it doesn't matter what she picks if she wants to do 10 classes. So it doesn't matter if she does 10 classes. So she does 10 classes. She's not saving money between option 1 or option 2. They're going to be exactly the same. Okay, and then we have to see, so before x equals 10 and after x equals 10. So we're going to check, well, what happens if she does less classes and more classes? So we're going to look at option 1, and option 2 and option 2. So the rule of option 1 is, oops, I meant to use purple, y equals 8x. And the rule of option 2, y equals 5x plus 30. So now what we're doing is we're looking at what's going to happen before 10 and after 10. So we want to use, in this case, the before 10, we want to use a number for x that's less than 10. So I'm just going to use x equals 9. So use x equals 9. So here I'm going to plug in 9 and I'm going to see what happens. 8 times 9, y equals 72. Same thing for option 2. We're putting in 9. I know this seems long, but when you do it a few times, it goes by really fast because you can just put all of this into a calculator. So 45 plus 30, we've got 75. So now we're looking at, well, before 10 equals 10, so at x equals 9, or any value before 10 will give you kind of the same answer. We see that option 1 is cheaper. So if she wants to do less than 10 classes, she should pick option 1 because it's going to give her, she's going to save money. And now we're going to expect here that this is going to be option 2, but we're going to check it. So after 10, we use a number that's bigger than 10. So I'm going to use x equals 11. And again, you can use whatever you want. 8 times 11, 88. Remember, these are all dollars. Okay, and now we're going to look at option 2. 5 times 11 plus 30, 55. Oops. Plus 30, $85. So in the case of after 10, we see that option 2 is cheaper. And now this is a full answer. What we're going to put in right here. So what was her name again? Tanya. So on Tanya should choose. I'll put the word choose in here. Okay, so on what Tanya should choose. So it doesn't matter if she does 10 classes because here we know that they're the same. If she does more than 10 classes, so if she does more than 10 classes, we're looking at option 2. if she does less than 10 classes? Option 1. Okay, and this over here is your full answer. So do you have to really do all of this work? Not really. You can really just do half of it, and whatever you get for before, the opposite will be true for after, because your lines will be crossing. So let's see, before option 1 is cheaper. So your lines will be doing this kind of thing because you have that intersection point. So first, pink is on top, and then after this intersection point, purple is on top. So what we want as an answer is this part down here, the cheaper one. So before the 10 classes, purple is cheaper, and then after the 10 classes, pink is now cheaper. Okay, so what you would be expected to do if this was asked to you is you have to put in your equations to use your comparison method, find your intersection point, and then you either do the before or the after. If you want to do both, if it makes more sense for you to do both and check both, and you can absolutely do that, you really only have to do one, and then the opposite version will be true. So that work has to be shown, and your full answer here has to be shown. Okay. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.